In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 27, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Angels versus Toronto Blue Jays. The Los Angeles Angels face the Toronto Blue Jays with both teams heading in opposite directions this season. The Angels have a 53-73 record and with only 2 wins in their last 10 games have fallen to the bottom of the American League, while the Blue Jays have a 68-56 record and with 7 wins in their last 10 games have leaped into wild card position in the American League. For the upcoming game, the Angels will turn to Shohei Ohtani, who has only allowed 5 runs in his last 3 starts as their starter, while the Blue Jays will turn to Alek Manoah to start the game. The Angels are 25-56 in their last 81 overall and 3-7 in their last 10 Saturday games. Los Angeles is 6-20 in their last 26 in Game 2 of a series. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays are 35-16 in their last 51 Saturday games and 41-13 in their last 54 at home versus a team with a losing record. The under is 4-1 in Toronto's last 5 Saturday games. The Blue Jays are the league's top offensive team, while the Angels are almost in dead last. If any one of the Angels can lift them out of their slump, it's Shohei Ohtani, especially when he's on the mound. The problem is that the Angels are facing a remarkable Blue Jays team that looks to overwhelm them from the first inning. The Blue Jays should constantly drive in runs with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Kirk, and the rest of the lineup crushing the ball against Shohei Ohtani and the rest of the Angels pitchers. The Blue Jays should also eliminate an Angels lineup that is scoring only 3.74 runs per game, with Alek Manoah bouncing back from 3 rough starts and pitching multiple scoreless innings to hand the ball over to the bullpen with the lead. Manoah is coming off 6 innings with 1 earned on 4 hits and 2 walks versus the Yankees in a no decision. As for Ohtani, he's posted just 5 earned over his last 16 innings on 8 walks and 16 hits in 3 starts. I like both guys to flirt with quality starts in a close game here. The Blue Jays should dominate on their home field. We should have a fun starter matchup regardless though, so the Toronto Blue Jays to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Angels, who scored 12 runs in the series opener, should attack Alek Manoah, who has allowed 9 runs in the last 3 starts, with Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani, and the rest of the lineup making contact and driving in runs. The Blue Jays, who average 4.73 runs per game, should run up the score with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Alejandro Kirk, George Springer, and the rest of the lineup making hard contact and powering the ball against the Angels pitchers to plate base runners throughout the game. Look beneath the surface at both starting pitchers. Ohtani had to be removed from his last start due to a stomach bug, which was just 5 days ago, so I have some obvious concerns about him in his first start back. It is not going to help that he has to face the top lineup in the majors. Meanwhile, Manoah's form has really dropped off after he was red hot last month. He has a 4.5 earned run average over his last 5 starts, so I expect the Angels to score a few runs against him. These are 2 of the best pitchers in the majors, but recent form and circumstances have created value elsewhere. With a low total and the Blue Jays lineup being one of the league's best, both teams look to step up and drive in runs from the first pitch. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Boston Red Sox. On Saturday afternoon, the Tampa Bay Rays and Boston Red Sox meet in the second game of a 3-game set at Fenway Park. The Rays will send left-hander Jeffrey Springs to the mound while the Red Sox counter with Rich Hill. Tampa Bay is 6-2 in their last 8 Game 2 matchups and 40-18 in their last 58 Saturday games, while the under is 4-1-2 in their last 7 road games against a team with a losing record. Boston is 16-35 in their last 51 division games and 4-12 in their last 16 Game 2 matchups, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 Saturday games. There's never a shortage of drama in the American League East, and that should continue until the last day of the season. Every team in the division has a shot at the postseason, and this series is crucial for those scenarios. The Rays are one of the teams the Sox need to catch if they have any hope at a wild card spot. Meanwhile, Tampa's hopes for winning the division are still alive if the Yankees go through another slump. Despite the Rays owning the season series between these teams so far, this is still a rather evenly priced game. With the Sox recently placing starter Nathan Eovaldi on the injured list, they look to be at a disadvantage on the mound. Boston would much prefer to not have to start 42-year-old Rich Hill, but their rotation leaves them no choice. He's pitched just 3 times since July 1st, and the Sox have already lost to the Rays behind a Hill start this season. That's something they've done quite often, as they've lost 8 of 10 meetings with Tampa heading into this series. One of those was a start by Rays' Jeffrey Springs. He'll make this a battle of lefties, and he's been looking solid this month. Not much was expected from the former reliever, but he's allowed more than a single earned run just once in his last 4 starts. He's been more consistent pitching deep into games as well. That only further enhances the Rays' bullpen advantage over the Sox. I get the case to be made for Boston here after looking pretty good in their matchup on Friday. However, the Red Sox are still the Red Sox and are a lot farther away from the wild card spot that the Rays are, and the Rays are just playing better ball over the last week. I stand by the sentiment that the Red Sox just look like they're over it more often than not, and I'm not eager to back the Red Sox with Rich Hill here. Jeffrey Springs has been a solid piece of the Rays' rotation, and I just think the value is too good to pass on the Rays here with the cheap price attached. So the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. Boston will trot out veteran left-hander Rich Hill on Saturday afternoon. He allowed 2 runs and 3 hits over 5 innings Wednesday in a win over the Pirates. He has not been particularly sharp this season, but has gotten the job done in a Red Sox rotation that has been riddled with injuries. He comes into this matchup with a 4.68 earned run average, 1.31 WHIP, and a 63-24 Kelvin BB ratio over 82-plus innings. But he gets a Rays team that looks rejuvenated with Manuel Margot back in the lineup, and they are swinging the bat a lot better as of late. They are averaging well over 7 runs per game over their last 4. Look for them to hop on Hill early and tag him with a big number. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Philadelphia Phillies. The Pittsburgh Pirates are in the midst of another disappointing season as they continue to gain experience at the MLB level. Right-hander Tyler Beede is coming off a losing effort against the Cincinnati Reds as he threw 4 innings and gave up 5 runs on 6 hits with a walk and 2 strikeouts. The Philadelphia Phillies have been able to survive the Bryce Harper injury as they are in the National League wild card spot and still competing for the National League East title as well. Veteran righty Kyle Gibson will be on the mound and is coming off a no decision against the New York Mets as he went 4.1 innings and allowed 4 runs on 8 hits with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Pittsburgh is 23-50 in their last 73 games and 0-4 in their last 4 Saturday games. The over is 6-1 in Pittsburgh's last 7 road games. Philadelphia is 5-0 in their last 5 home games and 21-8 in their last 29 games. The under is 18-9-3 in these two teams' last 30 head-to-head meetings. The last 7 appearances for both starting pitchers should tell you enough here, as Tyler Beede is 1-2 with a 5.5 earned run average in 7 games and throwing 18 innings, while Kyle Gibson is 4-2 with a 3.76 earned run average in 40.2 innings. Even the offenses since the All-Star break, the ability to hit home runs has been going in 2 different directions. Philadelphia is 7th in the majors with 41 homers since then, while Pittsburgh is tied for 27th in the sport with 24 home runs. Philadelphia is playing great baseball right now and comes into this game on a 5-game winning streak. Pittsburgh has lost 6 games in a row and their pitching staff has not been good. Pittsburgh is starting Tyler Beede, who has allowed 6 earned runs over his last 10.2 innings pitched. For the Phillies, Kyle Gibson has allowed 8 earned runs over his last 24.1 innings of work. Tyler Beede has been great on the road, but he's been terrible this month overall, allowing 10 earned runs in his last 12 innings. Also, the Pirates have scored a combined 1 run in Bede's last 3 starts. Kyle Gibson has been hit or miss, but he's pitching for a Phillies team that's found their offense and got a boost with the return of Bryce Harper. Plus, the Phillies have won in 18 of the last 24 games against the Pirates. This feels like a series the Philadelphia Phillies are going to control as they continue to chip away in the standings. So the Philadelphia Phillies to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Through 125 games, Pittsburgh ranks 28th in OPS and 28th in runs scored. For the season, Philadelphia ranks 7th in OPS and 7th in runs scored. Bryce Harper is back, and that means look out right-handed pitching. Beede has shown flashes of potential, but he has yet to get through 5 innings in his last 4 starts. The former reliever has struggled with control, walking 24 and 52.1 innings with just 32 strikeouts. Kyle Gibson was rocked in his last start against the Mets. He'll get plenty of run support for a team that has gone over in 3 of their last 4. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.